of today's Dirty Catch Up on the podcast on the totally free iHeartRadio app or mojointhemorning.com.
All right, back with our Miami winner next.
Get more dirt at Mojo in the Morning on social media.
The latest craze.
It's Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
Team Sonic, are you ready?
Let's do this!
This Friday, with Shadow's power,
We can rule humanity.
I will destroy your planet.
That won't happen, but I respect the confidence, buddy.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3, only this Friday. Rated PG.
From the Staples Traffic Center.
We got a lot of traffic out on the roads. Wednesday is the big day that people actually do show up into the office, so there's more cars out on the road. What's going on with traffic on
Yeah, we
Channel
have a
FFR?
lot of stuff happening right now. 742. We are currently at 33 degrees clouds today, a high of 38. We may see some scattered flurries around 10 o'clock this morning out in the streets. An accident blocking the two left lanes in Southgate, 75 northbound after North Line. It is stop and go there from Eureka. An accident 14 mile just east of Ryan Road. An accident southbound Allen at North Line. You are going to see traffic being directed by police around that traffic area. An 8-minute delay, 94 westbound between Allard Avenue and 75, and traffic signals still flashing red. This is Telegraph all directions at Van Born. That's your Channel 955 traffic on the Morning.
Channel 955.
An iHeart radio station.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Score deep discounts and deeper sleep during Mattress Firm's semi-annual sale and clearance. Take up to 60% off select mattresses and more. Plus, get a free adjustable base on qualifying purchases. Shop today for free and fast delivery. Restrictions apply.
The 12 days of fitness are going on right now at Planet Fitness. And actually, I got to talk to Brian about this. Brian Reef's going to come in and join us a little later this morning in the show. Join today at Planet Fitness and save big and get a head start on that New Year's goal that you have for just $1 down and $15 a month. That's right, just $1 down gets you access to Planet Fitness with all the equipment you need, free fitness training and more. I was at the Union Lake Road location actually last week, and I do got to get in there this week because I got to be honest with you, I've been a big old fat tub of goo. But you know what? I don't feel bad. To me, I used to have a membership, and don't tell Brian I said this, but I used to have a membership at Lifetime, and I paid like $100 a month. How dumb was I? I paid $100 a month to not go. I mean, it's like the dumbest thing ever. At Planet Fitness, I actually go, and I'm paying $15 a month. I'm getting a great workout. So get that workout that you want. Get ready for your New Year's resolution and join right now. The 12 days of fitness go on through Friday, the 20th. Join for $1, pay $15 a month at Planet Fitness.
This Friday only in Old Navy stores. Long sleeve tees are just $5 for adults and $4 for kids. Yep, long sleeve tees are $5 for adults, $4 for kids. But hurry, this deal is one day only this Friday at Old Navy stores. Valid 12/20, in-store and select styles only.
I'm Dan Campbell, head coach of the Detroit Lions. Grit, honesty, hustle, these things are important to me. And that's why I partnered with the Bernsteins. They work quickly to make things right after an accident. They do it with compassion and integrity, and they do it for Michigan families like yours. That's why calling Sam is the best call you can make if you're injured in an accident. The Bernsteins, great family, great lawyers. If you're injured in an accident, get the Bernstein advantage.
Injured? 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my entire family's obsessed with all things Wicked, but my kids can't stop watching the trailer, and now they're having a Wicked-themed sleepover. Do you think our internet can handle all of the streaming and memeing going on?
Well, we've engineered our Xfinity gateways to handle hundreds of devices at once, so they can all stay magically connected.
Wow. Are you a wizard?
I wish. No, just someone that won't let a bad connection burst your internet bubble. Now through December 22nd, get Thrillifyingly fast 150 megabit Xfinity internet for just $35 a month for 12 months with no annual contract and free Wi-Fi equipment included. Plus, learn how to get a free 5G phone with Xfinity Mobile at Xfinity.com. Switch today and keep the magic going from your screen to the big screen. And see Wicked in theaters now. Restrictions apply. Requires payable split on auto-pay stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply. Currently $56 a month for internet service and $15 for Wi-Fi equipment. Actual speeds vary and not guaranteed.
Make the most of your holidays with the Kroger app. You can enjoy over $600 in digital coupons every week. Get access to low prices and earn fuel points to save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. The Kroger app makes it easy to save this holiday season. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Savings may vary by state. Fuel restrictions apply.
Save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Vernors. Select varieties or buy 2, get 3 free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
This Christmas.
So you're her, right? You're the boxer?
Experience the incredible true story
As long as I'm boxing, I'm gonna be okay.
of Clarissa Shields.
My baby going to the Olympics.
Let's go! Critics are calling The Fire Inside an inspirational knockout crowd pleaser.
If I'm gonna train for this gold medal, I'm gonna need exactly what the man gets.
It's a monumental achievement.
You seem like a bully.
I box. I am a bully.
The Fire Inside, based on the incredible true story. Rated PG-13. May be inappropriate for children under 13. Only in theaters everywhere Christmas Day.
Hey, it's Megan here with a special story about a local college student getting some recognition and support. The AT&T Rising Future Makers is a program that does just that. It's all about uplifting and celebrating a class of 25 HBCU students making a difference in their community and campus. We've got one of them right here just outside Detroit, Christian Davis, who is getting this really incredible opportunity at the University of Michigan. Go Blue. But getting that foot in the door to new programs, to meeting new people, to really expanding her future options when it comes to her career and her education, which is incredibly cool. Over the course of Christian's journey, she was granted a full tuition scholarship for her senior year, was selected as a research scholar, and earned an internship at UMich's top-ranked dental school. Congrats to her, and here's to AT&T as they continue their mission to empower HBCU students right here in our area and across America.
Connecting changes everything. AT&T.
Listen to Channel 955 anytime. Free on the iHeart app.
Presented by Top Dog Law. Top Dog get you top dollar. Go to topdoglaw.com. That's topdoglaw.com.
Hi, this is Mike with Mike Buys Houses. You can probably guess what I do for a living. Yep, I buy houses for cash. Selling your home can be a real hassle, and if you want to skip the repairs, showings, real estate agents, open houses, and everything else that costs you time and money, give me a call at 248-920-9090. That's 248-920-9090. I will give you a fair, all-cash offer on your home right away, and we can close in as little as 3 days. At Mike Buys Houses, we buy houses in any condition, in any price range, and in any location in Southeast Michigan. I'm a private real estate investor who buys several houses a month, and I want to buy more. No matter what your situation is, I can help. I buy vacant houses, completely trashed houses, inherited houses, houses that are behind on payments, any type of house. Bring it on. If you own a house and want to sell it fast, call me, Mike, at Mike Buys Houses.
248-920-9090. 248-920-9090. That's 248-920-9090.
This holiday season, while you're busy shopping for everyone, don't forget, you deserve something too. And Tim Hortons holiday menu has the perfect treat. Wrap yourself in our creamy chai lattes, crafted with the festive flavors of gingerbread or peppermint. Sip on holiday cheer with our peppermint mocha latte. Or try the hot cocoa crumble muffin, baked to bring extra joy to your season. So this winter, treat yourself to the perfect gift, only at Tim's. Limited time only at participating U.S. restaurants.
It's game on with FanDuel Sports Network. All the big plays, big moments, all in one place. Watch the Detroit Pistons and Red Wings on FanDuel Sports Network with your TV provider or subscribe directly.
I'm Wayne County Sheriff Raphael Washington, and our agency is moving in a positive direction. We're in our brand new state-of-the-art criminal justice center in Detroit and are hiring good people to serve as sheriff deputies. This noble profession offers opportunities to work in our road patrol, courts, or other departments. We offer paid training, a competitive salary, tuition reimbursement, and other benefits. Apply for this career by visiting www.sheriffconnect.com/join.
This Friday,
Team Sonic is off to save the day.
grab your friends.
Finally, some action.
And race to the theater.
Are you sure you want to race the fastest creature in the universe?
Just trying to keep up. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, only this Friday. Rated PG.
Mojo in the Morning, powered by me, Steve Gabarra at Zott Ford, where you can lease a new 24 Ford Bronco Black Diamond around $250 a month.
More Mojo in seconds.
Holiday parties are fun unless you get pulled over afterwards and get a DUI because you're too dumb to get into an Uber. And it happens. And listen, I'm not calling you dumb because of any other reason than you knew better. Well, here's the deal. I'm going to give you a piece of advice. TicketFixPro.com can help you with that DUI. You want to get your license back? You're not going to make that mistake again. Please don't. Get to TicketFixPro.com. Go to that site right now and know that they will be there to protect you and get you back at work. TicketFixPro.com.
This report is sponsored by eBay.
Scattered showers all day, temps only in the high 30s. Tomorrow, clouds and a high of 33.
We all got a thing. Yes, even you. If you love fashion, car parts, trading cards, whatever you're into, it's on eBay. So go find the thing that keeps you up at night. eBay. Things people love.
This hour of Mojo in the Morning is powered by Eagle Casino and Sports.
Live from the Planet Fitness Studios. Burn calories, not cash.
This hour on Channel 955, powered by Michigan Auto Law. Auto accident attorneys. Visit autolaw.com.
That's autolaw.com.
Oh, what happened? You went out on a few dates, had Thanksgiving, and now you're getting ghosted?
No, please don't. Oh, God.
What happened?
Please stop.
Second date update happens at 8:20 on Mojo in the Morning.
Your call may be monitored or recorded.
Man, oh man. I don't know. I don't know if you saw what the temperature is supposed to be today, but the temperature today is getting back to that level where we're going to feel like real freezing and feel the temperatures getting down towards the 20s for real feels. You want to see what Miami has to offer? Let me go on my handy dandy iPhone here and the weather app. Oh my God. This is not even fair. Sunny and 80 degrees in Miami today. And Lindsay from Toledo. Let's get out of this stuff. Hi, Lindsay.
Hi.
You're a winner. Congratulations.
Yeah, Lindsay.
You got a $50 cash card, and you are now one of 5 people qualified for a trip to Miami.
Thank you so much.
Oh, my God. I feel like we're granting another Christmas wish here right now. Would this be a
I'm sorry. This is happy tears.
Would this be a dream come true?
Yes, very much so.
Round trip airfare, stay at the Hilton Cabana Miami Beach Resort, the tastes of Miami in a walking food tour from Miami Culinary Tours, and set sail to see the spectacular coastal Miami sights on Millionaires Row, the homes of Shaq, Pitbull, Gloria Estefan,
wow,
Enrique Iglesias,
are you making this up?
Enrique Santos. Who else we got there? I'm trying to think of all the Miami people. Oh, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union. Man, there's some nice homes there. Congratulations.
Oh.
Jimmy Butler. Yeah, Jimmy Butler.
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled. Congratulations to you. Yeah,
I think Ryan Seacrest.
Ryan Seacrest.
No, down there.
Actually, I think Ryan Seacrest is in a high rise, to be honest with you.
Okay, never mind.
It must be good.
Too far.
Congratulations to you. Congrats.
Oh, thank you so much, all of you. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Bob Pittman.
Bobby
Bob
P.
Pittman down there. All right, hang on one second.
With his dragon juice.
We got some in the corner if we want to.
Yesterday we did Fireball. We got to do something today.
Friday's the big day. I keep thinking today's Thursday. Tomorrow's the big day. We're all going to bring our favorite beverage in, and everybody's got to drink from everybody's favorite beverage. And Megan's is going to be watermelon Red Bull. What is it? What are we getting?
I'm not bringing any alcohol for any of you.
Do you see how many listeners? The listeners are sending Shannon Christmas cards. Everybody wants to send you Red Bull today.
Oh,
that's fire.
Text messages are blowing up on that.
Way more expensive than a postage stamp. Please don't do that.
All right, it's Mojo in the Morning Show. You know how Cav always brings the gold to us by talking about how he went to the barber and his barber, what's his name?
Daryl
the barber. Daryl the barber gives him some very amazing pieces of advice on relationships. You're going to be single forever if you follow Daryl the barber.
Listen, sometimes you just listen, okay? And this was one of those moments where I go and listen. I like to receive different perspectives. I like to hear how other people think and how they approach situations. So Daryl was talking to me about relationships, and it wasn't just guys in a barbershop. Shout out to Ashley, who sit across, and she be doing hair. So Ashley was in there, too. It was a woman in a chair, and they got to talking about men and women in relationships and how they coexist. And they started to talk about marriage and how things have changed over time, or how things should change over time. And Daryl said something that had me, clutch my pearls, as they say. Did they say that? He said, the idea is that women are the prize, right? And that men should chase women. And He said that is completely wrong, and that's what's wrong with the world and why the world is the way that it is. He said men need to realize that they the prize. They need to stand up, stand tall, and make these women work a little harder to get them.
Oh, my God.
I said, oh, really? I got to bring this to the show. So that's where he at.
Daryl has given you some gems. One of them was like breaking up and how you should break up before the holidays.
Yep.
So you don't have to buy a gift. What was the one before that? What was the first one? There was one before that. It was like, it was almost to the point where I thought
one was very divisive.
I thought I thought
feel like that was it.
The women of the show were going to go through the phone line and they were going to mess up his Barber like hair.
Wasn't it like a breakup one or something? I can't remember what the last one was.
Yeah, the last one was the
it.
breakup before the holidays one.
I think yeah.
So Kev, when he's doing this, are you writing this down in a notebook or what are you doing?
I pull out my phone, I'm like, oh, this is going to kill him. Or sometimes I'll just commit it to memory and say, oh, shit, going to kill him.
Yeah. Again, his thing is that men, he thinks, do what again?
That women are the prize and that men chase women. Men put women on a pedestal.
And they need to stop doing that?
They need to stop doing that and realize that we're the prize and women should chase us.
Wow.
We gotta call him, dog.
Question for you on Daryl. Is he married, single? What is he?
He's single. Well, I mean, I don't know if he broke up with his girl
by choice
holidays.
or.
That's what it was. He was talking about his own relationship.
Yeah.
Hold on. Lynn wants to make a comment. What did you want to say about Daryl? Oh, hold on. That's so bad. What is going on with this phone line thing here? We got to get this fixed. Say it again.
Oh, I said I wanted to make a comment about his friend Daryl.
Yeah.
He's an asshat.
Okay. Hold on. I think he's on the phone. Tell it to him. Tell it to him. Hold on a second. He's on the phone. I just saw Daryl dialing in himself. Daryl.
Hey, what's up?
Lynn wants to say something to you. Say it clean, Lynn.
You are an A-hat.
You're
but I do want to say this. He's on to one thing, but he's wrong about the way that he said it. So I think what is wrong with the world is that it is set up that way where men chase after women and women are standing around waiting to get picked. That is the problem, but not for the reason you said. It's not because men are the prize. It's because men are the ones that are supposed to stand there and look pretty while we pick based on real and tangible things. Men don't know how to pick women. They pick based on stupid things like what they look like. And nature has shown us that it is the male of the species that is the one that's supposed to be like pretty and
interesting.
Stepping around, trying to kick.
Where women spend their time trying to make themselves look pretty, the guys are the ones that are supposed to be looking pretty for the women. And
think about it.
And
men naturally look better. Like they have long eyelashes. They usually they don't have to put on makeup and do all that stuff. They're the ones that are supposed to be trying to impress us to get picked. We should be the ones doing the picking.
What do you think about that, Daryl?
We would pick based on better things than what they pick on.
I feel like we're the prize because we're strong, we're durable, we're consistent, and women can't have babies without us. So I feel like we are the prize because we bring everything to the women.
Daryl, how long have you been single? No, I'm just
well, I'm just wondering, Daryl, what these men are bringing to the table other than finances and physical strength.
What is it to bring?
I think that's why women aren't chasing men, though, is because you're not coming to the table with more.
Because think about it, finances make the world go round, right?
Right, but I can make my own finances.
That's true, but do you want to spend it on the bills?
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's what you do, but do you want to? if you could have your way, would you spend it on your bills or you would go shopping?
I want my own peace and happiness that doesn't require me to take care of somebody else. So if that's the expectation of me in the relationship, which, let's be honest, there are plenty of women out there who want that in a relationship, and that's great. But I think if men are going to ask to be chased, you have to bring something to the table other than my ability to go shopping when I provide that for myself. I can buy what I want for myself and pay my own bills. So what else is on the table?
I'm a protector. If a guy come out and try to rob you, do you want to fight him off, or would you rather have a guy to fight him off?
Now call me crazy, don't feel like that's going to happen enough for that to be the deciding factor.
Like, it's a lot of things that us men do that we bring that doesn't get shined on. Like, they just be like, oh, we just like, no, like men are very important in society. Like we are. That's why we get y'all get our last name. We don't get yours.
Oh, wow.
No, that's not why. It's the tradition of buying women as wives is why. We were property.
Daryl, I do think that first caller that we had a really interesting point, that guys need to stop looking at the physical and look a little bit more, and women should look more at the physical. Like, that's an interesting thing. I think that too many times, I don't think women look for the physical in guys. I think
I disagree with you.
I think that,
We do.
but I think more so women look at a guy to make sure he's not a douchebag, because too many guys are douchebags.
But the physical, if you're looking at the physical, I mean, that can help with that.
Yeah, well, I think that maybe there's the problem. Maybe we're looking too much at physical both. That's why dating game service, those dating games back in the day used to have the people hidden, and you didn't know what they looked like until the very end.
I mean, it's Love is Blind.
Yeah.
Right.
What's up, Shelby?
What happened to masculinity and security? I am not going to chase a man. That's going to make me feel like the man in the relationship.
Can I be honest, though? I feel like in order to have a successful relationship, you need to be chasing each other.
Yes, I totally agree.
And once the chase, I think, wears off, is where you see a lot of issues in relationships.
That's when affairs happen. That's when cracks happen. I totally agree with you. A pastor told me one time, and now it drives me crazy. I hate it when people say, relationships should be 50-50, whatever it comes to. And he's like, no, relationships should be 100-100.
Yeah.
You should always be putting in 100%. And I think that equates to the chase as well. Both people in a relationship want to feel desired.
Correct.
Yeah. Ricky, what did you want to... Yeah, go ahead.
What?
Oh, sorry.
Come on, Daryl.
No, Daryl, go ahead and I'll grab it.
In most cases, men don't feel appreciated. And it's not to make men seem like they're very sensitive or feminine in any type of way. It's just that men get overlooked for everything that we bring to the situation. And it's not about a lot of times if we can afford the relationship. It's about can we afford the breakup? Because a lot of times when women leave, we don't get looked at as being emotional. Like, we're emotional wreck too, especially if we go through a divorce. The kids get taken, the finances get taken, the house get taken, the car get taken. So a lot of times we just get overlooked, and it's like, you're supposed to be a man, you're barbaric, you'll be okay. But a lot of times men are left sad.
Men have feelings too.
And have feelings too. So that's why I say when we come into the situation, a woman gets to leave with everything. She gets to leave with her kids, the dog, the house. The man has to leave with half his things gone, anything he can keep for himself.
Well, I think, Daryl, I do think, Daryl, that both leave with less, unfortunately. And one of the things that they do leave with is sometimes a broken heart. But but it feels better when you're broken heart, you still got your couch. This, by the way, is Cav's barber, Daryl the barber, with some relationship advice here on the Mojo in the Morning Show. We know he's our relationship expert. Ricky wants to comment. What's up, Ricky?
How's it going, Mojo and the crew?
Good.
I think Daryl looking at it wrong, because Kevin know better. Kevin come from a Christian family, right? Mm-hmm. The Bible says you find a wife, you find a good thing.
I know. I'm knowing, bro.
Me growing up, I asked God, I want to be married by 25. So you send me a wife. I'm doing this at 15 and 16, 17 years old. So I got married at 25. God sent me that wife. That she'll be 30 years of marriage. It haven't been gravy ups and down. It takes two to make it right. But if your household not in order, it's something got to do with the head of the house. Who the head of the house, Kevin?
Why you asking me? You gotta talk to Daryl.
No, that's your partner. No. Kay, I'm with you, but you brought it to the show.
Yeah.
So, but my point is, we the head of our household. If our household not in order, it's something got to do with the husband. If my wife's not happy, I got to go to her. What's wrong, babe? Let's talk about it. So, Kevin, women don't chase men. Come on now.
I'm not disagreeing with you, bro.
But listen,
you know what I'm saying?
I would like to disagree because, listen, I get what you're saying. I understand. And that is Bible. I get it. I understand all that. But just because a woman is not happy, it shouldn't be happy wife, happy life. It should be happy spouse, happy house. So both parties should be happy. Because a lot of men, I feel a lot of times, a lot of men be dead or had a stroke because they so busy trying to make their wives happy, and then they're not happy. So I'm not saying that it doesn't, you being head of household shouldn't be a responsibility and everything, that comes with that. But I'm just saying, like, we shouldn't be getting overlooked neither.
I do like that. Happy spouse, happy house.
We should be overlooked.
Can I ask a question? Can I interject for 1 second? I want to know, how does this relationship talk come about? Because I know Kev's going through breakup and he's trying to figure some stuff out, moving out and stuff. Does it come up because you're trying to help him?
We don't even talk about
no. A lot of men come in the barbershop. A lot of men come in the barbershop, and these are discussions that talks amongst men that does not talked about publicly. See, a lot of men don't want to say certain things because they have marriages or they're in relationships and they don't want to offend women. I'm just crazy enough to just go in and say it. How we feeling? Like, look, man, at the end of the day, it's not all about women. And society, even when it comes to like holidays, Mother's Day and everything, Father's Day, you don't get nothing. Like, everything is overlooked about a man when a man does so much for a relationship. The man is a prize in the situation. I'm not saying in the way as you like a woman and pretty and dainty. And I'm just saying as a man, like, look what you bring to a relationship. Look who you are as a man.
Do you think guys don't have enough confidence in themselves? Is that why you're saying this?
I think society just pushed this narrative that's not necessarily true.
Okay.
Hey, I think everything is always just pushed into the fact that, hey, the woman. It's like, no way.
Lauren, what did you want to say?
So I think Shannon and poor Daryl is an asshat. Is saying the same thing.
So you're saying Shannon and Daryl are saying the same thing?
Kind of, yeah.
Yes, because Shannon's just saying it in a better way than this asshat is.
Poor Daryl.
Let's be nice. But you understand, Shannon's speaking the language to you because, Lauren, you're a woman. Daryl's speaking to a lot of guys. If you look at the text messages, every guy is saying, Daryl's saying what I want to say. So I think the problem is that we speak a different language, and we all need to figure out what the common language is.
Get on the same page.
Yes, exactly. And yes, guys want to be appreciated, of course. It's the same thing. You guys are saying the same thing.
So I will say this. Listen, I've been married a long time, and Chelsea and I jokingly will say we've been married for 30 years. How many of those years were happy? Maybe, I don't know, less than a few. But a lot of the times the problems come into play with what both Shannon and Daryl are saying. And the problems come into play that you always have one chasing instead of both working together at the same time. If you row a boat and you row against each other, what is going to happen? That boat's going to go in a circle.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get anywhere.
Yes.
So, Daryl the Barber on the Mojo in the Morning Show.
Daryl on. Daryl, you need your own segment.
I'm thinking that we should get a sponsored segment from Daryl. Brought to you by Dave Mendelson, attorneys at law. I don't know. Could you imagine?
Like the segment is Ask Daryl. That's it. Just Ask Daryl.
Ask Daryl.
Ask Daryl. Ask Daryl. Daryl does the. I don't know. I'm trying to alliterate. How do we Daryl?
Daryl's do's and don'ts.
Oh,
there you go. I like it.
I like that.
Daryl.
Always love alliteration.
We got to get a picture of Daryl cutting hair too for the promo picture.
Hey,
Can we do that?
I'm gonna be up there later, bro. I'll grab one.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, man. I'll see you later.
And by the way, don't anybody go into Daryl's barbershop and scream out, ass hat.
WKQI Detroit. WSNX Muskegon Grand Rapids. WVKS Toledo. 3 great stations. 1 stupid show. This is Mojo in the Morning. Live. Mojo. 30. 20. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition sequence start.
Let me take y'all back to the beginning.
This is it.
All right, you ready?
You're listening to Mojo in the Morning.
You're a doo-doo head.
Let's go.
Good morning. Welcome to the Mojo in the Morning Show. It's great to have you here with us. We got a lot to get to this morning on the show. Second date update is happening in 10 minutes. 5 Lies Tell Your Mom. Incredible this morning. A daughter telling her mom that she's losing her scholarship because she was shoplifting. Also, Shannon with a lot of dirty and concert tickets to give away. Do you want to go see Kendrick and SZA or Nelly and Ja Rule? We have those left here on the show, so stick around. Lydia told me Red Wings. We have a pair of tickets to see the Red Wings take on, let's see who we'll give away today. Well, Red Wings against the, who is it, Lydia? I lost it in front of me here. There's a couple Red Wings. Where's it on the sheet?
It's on your last page.
On my last page?
Yeah, they're going to play the Philadelphia Flyers.
Philadelphia Flyers. Red Wings against the Philadelphia Flyers. That's a good matchup of the original 6. We're going to give you a chance to win those tickets courtesy of the Wings coming up here this morning. We'll do that before 9:30, so we'll give you a shot to win before 9:30. All right, it is Mojo in the Morning, heard on great stations like Channel 955, 104.5 SNX, and 92.5 KISS FM, plus the iHeartRadio app. If you listen to us live, call us while you're listening to us. If you're checking out our podcast, we appreciate you. I don't care how you listen to us, whether you're listening to us on your way to work, home from work, or while you're getting ready to go to bed. Just make sure that you keep Mojo in the Morning in your life and subscribe to our podcasts. They're absolutely free. They're available on the iHeartRadio app. Just make sure that you favor those so that they auto-download right to your device. I want to bring this up. The boys were home for Thanksgiving.
They coming home for the holidays?
Jacob's coming home. Joe is not. Joe's going to be staying in Florida, and then we're going to go and eventually go see him after the holidays.
Nice. That's really nice.
So it'll be nice.
I'm glad Jacob's coming home.
Yeah, Jake's gonna be home, and Luke's already been home. It's been fun to have him there. The problem though with it is Chelsea and I have been running into some issues because we still buy gifts for these guys like they're still little kids.
As you should.
And do it in a way where we try to surprise them for what they're going to be getting for Christmas.
You're investing in your elderly care when you do that, by the way.
No, my elderly care is fine. I have a 401k.
Hey, that's what's up.
That will take care of me.
What a flex.
I told them, I told the kids, I said, I will not die before I spend every dime that I have. And it will be on me and your mom.
Good for you.
The problem is, after so many years, we've lived in our house now for, I don't even know, 15 years or so, 16 years or something like that, maybe more. And there's only so many hiding spots that you have in a house to try to hide their gifts. And when you have older kids, as your kids get older, even as they get into like middle school and high school, they start learning where the hiding spots are.
Lucy just asked me yesterday, where have you been hiding all of my gifts all this time?
She doesn't even have a clue of where they
Well, I think she knew. I mean, I pretty much hide all of mine in the attic, and we have like the National Lampoon's attic that you have to like
pull the string
down, so she can't get up there. But yeah, that's our hiding spot.
And then does a ladder?
It's not really a hiding
does a ladder
spot.
pop down from the thing?
But it is a whole process,
Is it?
and only Wes and I can do it. It's scary.
So believe me, they'll try because this is what Joe. I remember Joe getting up in the attic because we have one of those too. And I remember you started hearing. And if you don't walk in certain spots in our attic, you could fall through the floor too. By the way, so it's a little crazy. Well, here's the problem. After years of hiding things, Chelsea and I have run out of hiding spots, which has led to us not knowing where certain gifts are because we would hide. We started buying before Thanksgiving. And then as we get closer and closer, she said to me the other day, she goes, do you know where the, can I say it? Because I don't know.
Don't ruin
Don't
it.
say it. Just say the
thing.
gift.
No, say it. I mean, say it.
Do you know where the thing that looks like a Lions jersey is for Luke? And I said to her, I go, I honestly don't remember. And I thought what I did was, I thought I got it, and it came from Fanatics. And I thought I put it on a hanger and hung it in my clothes because I thought that was a good hiding spot. And then I looked through every single one of my shirts and stuff. I couldn't find it. And then I realized I don't think I took it out of the package. I think that was what I intended to do. So I'm now at a point, and you got to tell me if you've ever done this. Have you, A, ever caught your kids finding your hiding spot? And if so, how did you catch them? Or B, forgot where your hiding spot was, and now you don't know what the hell to do. You can't figure out where the hell.
And then you find it in like June.
Can I add a C for us non-parent people?
Yes.
So C is, what did you find and how was it not yours?
Oh,
so
what happened?
Me and our neighbors, my family and my neighbors, they would hide their other kids' gifts. So it was us and the Britches. So the Britch Boys' toys were at our house and our toys were at the Britches. And I found the Britch Boys' gifts and I thought I was getting a GameCube that year. Turns out I was not. And that was the most disappointing Christmas of all
that's
time.
funny.
Because I was like, I'm getting a
Which Britch got it?
Right.
It's probably Jonathan.
Damn Jonathan. That's actually a genius idea to do with your friends.
But then when I found it, I got so disappointed.
But then when what ends up happening is your kids end up,
not finding theirs.
Yeah, finding that out. All right, 844 Mojo Live. Chris wants to correct me on something. What did you want to say, Chris?
Hi, Mojo. I know everything's always about the Lions, but the Philadelphia Flyers are not an original 16.
They're not. Who are the original six? The Blackhawks?
Boston.
Detroit. Montreal, Canadiens. Toronto. Okay.
Toronto.
So what is the Philadelphia Flyers? What are they?
Probably like
Flyers are just another team that joined the league.
Okay. All
Let's
right.
be honest though, they were probably 7.
Thank you for the Red Wings piece of trivia here today. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a hockey fan, but I became one when we got a chance to blow the horn. That was actually a lot of fun.
Doesn't that hurt your heart as much as it hurts mine?
It does.
Ugh.
Listen, I think hockey is a fantastic sport to watch live.
By
It's
the way,
tough on television for me.
The original 6 are the Bruins, the Blackhawks, the Wings, the Canadians, the Rangers, and the Maple Leafs.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
We got to follow the Iser plan.
Oh, we got to hope. Chris Ilitch has got to spend some money, though. All right. Mojo in the morning. Isabella, what's up?
Stop.
Hi, good morning.
Isabella, what's going on?
So me and my boyfriend, we're renovating my grandma's house. We just bought that, and as we're going through the attic and going through my grandma's stuff, I ended up finding one of my Christmas gifts my mom planned to give me when I was like 4. It was a little Dora backpack.
Oh my God. Oh my.
Yeah, I sent her a picture. She's like, I lost that.
How funny is that? I wonder how many lost presents are in people's homes that they don't find out until they move or something. Yeah. That's pretty wild. Shannon brought up the attic. Somebody said, Shannon, be careful in the attic because if you have any kind of mildew or anything up there.
Oh, I know.
You get it.
I know. Well, you know what I started doing? Because to get that thing down, and you know this because you have it, it is a pain in the butt. I have this little tool with like a hook on the end that I have to go get and then put it. It's like a process. And so a lot of the times, like the packages that I've been ordering, I'll stack them in the garage, especially Amazon stuff. And I'll try to throw them all up there at one time so I'm not constantly going through the process of getting the ladder down. And freaking Lucy opened 2 of her gifts the other day because she was like, I thought they were my slime containers that you ordered for me from Amazon. And it was 2 Christmas gifts that she already opened.
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
She knew.
Yeah, she's a smart kid. Kevin, what's going on?
Good morning, everybody. I'm an avid Christmas toy searcher. So being a new parent, what I did was I actually put my kids' toys in a suitcase. So when we went traveling later on, during Christmas, I was like, oh, crap, we forgot to give them this toy. So what we did was just use them as incentives throughout the year or just gave it to them on their birthday.
That's a genius hiding spot in suitcases.
Yeah.
Put them all in suitcases because you only travel maybe once a year, if that.
That is a good idea.
Yeah. Rob, what's happening? It's Mojo in the morning.
What's going on? Y'all are amazing, first of all. And second,
Thank you.
hide them in the back of the car.
Hide them in the back of the
They'll get stolen.
No.
in like the wheel well or something where the spare tire is.
Will.
Or in the back of the truck, or like that's what my parents
I
used to
use
do when I was a kid.
Every
Yeah.
ounce of space in my Acadia. There is no for just junk.
Shannon, she looks like a hoarder in the back of
There is
her
no room for
Moran
gifts.
Automotive.
And, yeah, thank you.
Beautiful
Thank you, Brian.
vehicle, GMC.
And by the way, Wes's mom, when Wes was younger, did that, and all of her gifts got stolen, not once but twice.
Really?
Yes, you really have to be careful doing that.
Michelle, what's happening? It's Mojo in the Morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I had a giant dinosaur that I hid in, I thought, my closet, and this was 2 years ago, and I still haven't found it.
Oh, really? So you don't even know where the
Yeah.
hell it is still to this day?
No, it's still gone. I keep thinking every year I'll find it when I go to hide new hiding spots, and maybe it just slipped somewhere. And no, I have no idea where a dinosaur is, and it's still hiding somewhere.
One of these
By the time
One of
I
these
my kids
days, it's going to end up coming up, but it's going to be when the kid's too old to play with the damn thing. You know?
That's exactly what's gonna happen. That will be my luck.
Yeah. Asia, what's up? It's Mojo in the Morning. How are you?
Hey, good morning. How are y'all?
We're doing fantastic. We're still trying to figure out where Luke's Lions jersey is, but what's going on?
So when I was younger, I have a little sister and a little brother. We were looking for Christmas gifts, and my sister goes to look under my parents' bed, and she just starts like screaming all of a sudden. There's like stuff all over her hands. We're trying to figure it out. And of course, as a sister, she goes and wipes it on my brother's face. And I go under there, and I find all of my parents like sexy and stuff.
Oh.
So, if you can imagine what the liquid was that she just wiped all over my brother's face.
Oh my God. Merry Christmas.
You feel about that to this day. Like, and his name is Trevon, like T-Y, so I just call him K-Y.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
Love it.
Christina's got the ultimate hiding spot. So this is for moms that are looking to hide gifts for their kids. Where do you hide your kids' gifts?
I put them in the tree box. So once we put up the tree, I put it back downstairs, and that's where I hide them.
That's a great
They
idea.
Oh, my God.
It's fun.
That's a good one.
Oh, my God. That's amazing. So put it right in the back of the tree box. Love it.
Yeah, no one looks until, they're already gone once I put them out. So
That's fantastic. All right. Well, thank you for the call. Great ideas. I love it.
As you go through the holiday season, just remember that the word stressed is just dessert spelled backward. Now overindulge at that Christmas party. This reminder from Mojo in the Morning.
Just a note, because I won't write this down and I won't remember it, and I have no time because we have no commercials here. Can somebody call Randy Auerbach and tell him to reset our phone lines here today? Because nobody did it yesterday, right? Did we call anybody and do something with these phone lines? Because
We have a
crunchy.
ticket that is up
It's,
right
going,
now.
it's been going crazy since yesterday.
the last batch of calls on our end here in our headsets were horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no idea what that was.
We have to do a new thing now where we scan a QR code and start a chat, and
Okay.
that's what I did. And our ticket is a moderate priority.
A moderate.
So we're waiting.
Tell them that it's got to be a bigger priority than that. Why? How do they moderate priority?
Get a person from Tony. Reach out to Tony and ask who you should directly message. But also, some of this is people got to take us off their car Bluetooth. I'm sorry, that last caller was on Bluetooth. You got to take us off of that.
When you tell them take me off Bluetooth or speakerphone, it's kind of hard when they're driving and stuff. So,
I get it.
mean, we can tell them a million times. Sometimes they're just not able to do it.
No, I know you're telling. I know you are, Lydia, but just for other people who are listening and going, why was it so hard to hear? Maybe when you call in,
Yeah, don't be on
do it
Bluetooth when
on
you do it
Bluetooth.
if you can.
just a
We
reminder
want
for
you-
them.
We don't care how you drive, if it's safe or not. We want good quality sound. That's all I
Right.
care about.
Right.
But, and the other thing, too, is somebody needs to explain something to me. Moderate.
Yeah,
What-
come on. This
Hey,
is our
man.
show.
You know
Did
Look,
I offend
dog.
you? I'm sorry.
I'm going to moderately
Dog.
come to work tomorrow.
Tell you, man.
I haven't seen a Randall in here for days.
Where are our engineers? We moved to this new
Mark
building.
is
I've
on
never seen these
vacation.
guys.
I
a
guess
holiday,
Randy's
bro.
gonna take the week off too.
Jesus.
You know how I get around the holiday season.
This is like, you know what's funny is
Holiday season.
my
Every day.
my cell phone has been like this too, though. And I don't know, maybe it's people's cell service, and maybe Verizon's and AT&T's and T-Mobile's and stuff. There's got to be something with the interference of weather.
You know
and
what
stuff.
it is?
Well, it's
What?
the entire state of Michigan.
Nah, bruh. It's the drones.
It is.
It's the drones.
I haven't had internet at my house in 3 days, and it is driving me nutty because I'm in that zone that
Really?
I can't get phone service either. The kids are like, what do we do without TV? Because we just stream.
Dude, I have never lived in a more populous area with such crappy cell phone service.
It's unbelievable.
I want to
wild
call out my
me.
internet service so bad and say, please fix it.
I know
Please.
when my
every
dad-
day it's a different story.
I know when my dad and brother have gone to the office by how often our calls drop. Because they both work in Michigan and live in Ohio. So I know when they work from home versus when they go to the office.
Yeah.
It's wild.
It is crazy. Kevin might be onto something, though. I don't know.
The drones,
I'm telling
baby.
you, it
I'm
could
telling
be.
you, follow the money.
All right. Mojo in the morning. Let's do second date update. If you ever don't get a call back after you went on a date and you thought it was great, hasn't all of us had that happen to us where somebody just didn't call us back, or maybe they just kind of ignored us for a little bit, making us feel paranoid? We'll find out what's going on. Second date update here on the Mojo in the Morning Show.
It's the second date update on Mojo in the morning.
All right, second date update. Parker is getting ghosted this morning. Parker, what's going on? How are you?
Hi, I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good. So, Parker, first off, how did you guys meet?
Yeah, we met on Bumble.
Okay.
I mean, it was just it was as simple as that.
And met on Bumble. You guys go out once, twice? How many times?
We went out just the one time, but we were talking a bunch, like texting, FaceTiming before we went out. So that's why I don't know why I'm being ghosted.
You thought things went great, and you've been trying to get a second date out of this deal, but now are not getting any calls back. We're going to find out what's going on. Janelle is on the phone with us right now. Janelle, will you say hello to Parker?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
Janelle,
Hi, you remember me?
Janelle, do you remember Parker?
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
What's going on, Janelle? You just been busy, and that's why you guys haven't been able to hook up, or what's happening?
Yeah, I've been busy. Yeah, sorry, Parker. I didn't
Well,
text
I mean,
you.
Well, I apologize. I just thought that I did everything right on our date because I know we talked about how you like been treated very well, and so I was trying to be as on my game, chivalrous, gentlemanly as possible, and I thought I was doing all that. So it
And
kinda
did he?
surprised me and been hearing from you.
Janelle, was he a nice guy?
Was he chivalrous?
Sounds intentional.
Yeah, the date itself was good.
But
I don't know. I think I was maybe raised a little differently than Parker, and we did talk about this before. I'm used to certain things, and I feel like if those expectations aren't met, I don't want to waste.
What are you talking about? 'Cause you're kind of beating around because I think you're not wanting to either hurt his feelings or you're embarrassed to say what's going on. But Parker called us up, so I know he wants to know what's going on. What do you mean raised differently? What did he do that makes you feel like he was raised differently than you?
I mean, my dad treated me like a princess, and I'm used to princess treatment.
But it sounds like he
What
did.
happened, bruh?
He said he did.
Yeah, what did he do that was not princess treating?
I mean, the date itself was good, but it was after the date.
Okay. What did he do after the date?
He didn't walk me to my car, and that's a real issue for me.
You didn't walk her to her car, Parker. What did you do? Did you say goodbye where you guys went out, and then she just walked to the parking lot by herself?
We were on different ends of the parking lot, but I thought like we could see her car from where I dropped her off. Like it was just down the aisle from the restaurant. So I thought it was okay because I could literally see it.
So quick question: is that a bad thing? Is if they walk out of a restaurant, you can see the car. He's parked somewhere else, and you say goodbye right there at the front of a restaurant, and don't walk her to her car door. I've always felt like if you do that, they think that you're trying to get more than just.
So that's what I was going to say. This is very 50-50 because I do appreciate, like when Wes and I first started dating, even now, he always will open the car door for me or walk me to my car.
Correct.
Like he is very, very chivalrous. However, those first couple of dates when he did walk me to my car and I opened the door to get in my car, I was like, are we kissing? Are we not kissing? I don't really want to kiss you yet. I don't know what to do.
You're actually in a super vulnerable position.
That's crazy. That is not a deal breaker to me, though, Janelle. If he did everything else right, you're going to ding him on that and not go out with him again?
Yeah, that's weird.
Bruh, it's so hard to be a man these days.
I don't think that that's worth not giving him a second chance
I
by
agree.
any means.
But to his,
I mean, it was dark. And to be fair to me, I laid out, like you said, we talked about this before, and I said, like, I, want to be honest. I'm used to princess treatment, and if you're not gonna treat me, right, like if you're not gonna treat me like a princess, then I'm
Girl,
sorry.
you're crazy.
To say that out loud, though, is that to me, if I were a guy, I would run real far and real fast.
There is a shoe for every foot, but good luck finding it because you seem like a size 14 stiletto heel. Like, good luck.
It's one thing in your head to think, my dad raised me a certain way. I expect a certain type of treatment, which that's a great attribute that your dad, instilled in you to look for in a man. But to say out loud, I deserve the princess treatment, I'm cringing for you.
I actually do think that it's good to put it out there, like what you're wanting.
But don't say it that way.
But I definitely don't think that you say it that way. And I think that it's also not bad to say, hey, walk me to my car. Like, you honestly, just be open and honest about it. I feel more comfortable you walking me to my car. Bryce,
I don't want that.
Bryce says that... Bryce, real quick, I want to grab Bryce here for a second. Bryce is calling us up, 844-MOJO Live, 844-665-6548. Bryce, you think that this is more than just her not getting walked to the car. What do you think's going on?
Well, first of all, I agree with you saying she needs to be honest if she wants him to walk her to the car.
Yeah.
And it's a first date, too, but it sounds like she's really just not confident in what she's saying. Like she's trying to hide something, like not telling us something here.
And what do you think that is?
If you're not attracted to him, just say that straight up. Because if she did like him, then she'd still be trying to go on a second date or still talk to him.
Yeah. If you were attracted to him, it wouldn't matter if he's walked you to your car or made you walk 5 blocks. Elise, what's up?
Yeah, I think she sounds like a Kardashian, and he dodged a giant bullet. Like,
Don't insult Kardashians like that.
My diamond.
Tim's a lawyer.
Which Kardashian is she? Is she a Chloe?
Courtney.
Courtney, what's
She's
up?
definitely a Courtney.
Kristen, what's going on?
Hi, I just wanted to say it sounds like he dodged a bullet because if that's princess treatment, that demand is insane. Like, to me, I think if he has good morals, he's attractive, he's kind, like that should tick all the boxes. What is this walking to the car? That's just insane.
I don't think it's wrong to expect more from people.
For sure.
And to take care of you. But like Shannon said, it's the wording that she said that makes us all turned off by her.
And also, if he did everything right during the date and was such a gentleman, and there's that one thing that maybe he, quote unquote, missed, I mean, come on.
Eric, what's up?
She's going to die single. Nothing's ever really
Damn.
That's crazy. You are.
You want me to beat around the bush? No, be direct. Like, that's what you need to. If she's going to be that way, she needs to be direct with whoever the heck she's going on a date with. Be direct. This is what you want. Bye.
If you went out with Eric, he'd drop you off 5 blocks away from your car. Nikita, what's up? Hi.
Hi, good morning. She's being very extreme. Like, nobody's going to know you, like, exactly to the T. Like, you can teach people, like, how you want to be treated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask all the...
In a kind way. That doesn't come off so demanding.
I want to ask...
All she had to do was ask, like, hey, is it okay if you walk me to my car? And then if he's smart enough, he will know, like, oh, this is the type of things that she likes. I'm going to make sure I do this from now on.
All the women on the show, I want to ask this question of you guys.
Mm-hmm.
If a guy is like the most incredible gentleman ever, walks you to the car, doesn't expect much, you know what I mean? He's not trying to get a kiss or anything out of there. He just wants your safety. Great at dinner, really focused on you,
Where's the bad here?
but doesn't look great. Like, is not something that you're really interested in. Do you overlook his looks for his kindness? Or do you think there's something, you know, that you just can't deal with? Like,
But let's be real. The attractiveness to somebody's physical appearance. I mean, that's part of it.
Yes,
I got
but-
plenty of friends.
Yeah.
If I'm not attracted to you,
That
I'm probably
is
not
part
going
of
to date
it.
you.
I don't know, because here's how I feel about it. I care more about your values than your looks. Because if we don't agree on values, it doesn't matter if you're the hottest person on the planet. And it doesn't matter if we agree on absolutely everything and you're the hottest person. You're not going to be hot for the rest of your life. I care more about getting along with. Now, does it matter? I think it's stupid to write it off completely, but I also think it's stupid to put too much weight on attractiveness. It's got to be in the middle.
But it's got to be there. Somewhere.
For sure. Even a
Yeah.
little bit. But I have, and maybe this has happened for you guys. There have been guys that I immediately found unattractive, and the more I got to know them as people, the hotter they got.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's probably a big deal too. Sometimes you got to get a second or third date to realize what a true guy really is. If you don't put your best foot forward on your first date, then I think you're.
If you're not attracted to that person,
You're not
I
attracted
don't give
to
a
them.
damn how great of a person they are. You're not going to fully be
gotta be a
invested.
part of the equation.
But you've never met somebody that you weren't attracted
Yes,
to.
yes, but in the back of my mind, it would be days where I would look at it and be like, and that thought would come up. And
But that's what I'm
it.
saying. I have, like, to KP's point, I have guy friends that treat me so wonderfully and, you know, do all of these things. I am just not attracted to them. A relationship would have never worked.
Yep.
There has
It's
to be
just
something.
not that.
There has to be something.
That I find attractive.
I don't
about
think you
them.
should
Yeah, no,
force
I'm-
yourself
I'm
to
saying-
like somebody in that way. That's not fair to you or them.
Yeah, and I think that this is one of those things where I think that honestly, the listeners are calling out the fact they just don't think she's attracted to this guy. She's using the car thing as her excuse. All right, second date
This is
update.
the home of the Dirty on the 30, Throwback Throwdown, second date update, and War of the Roses. This is Mojo in the Morning.
All right, we're going to give you a chance to go to see Nelly and Ja Rule right now.
Let's go.
844 Mojo Live, 844-665-6548. The show happens at Pine Knob when the weather is way warmer than it is now, so it's going to be a summertime show. Get tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
We'll get you caught up on what's trending right now in the Dirty on the 30 with Shannon. What's happening, Shannon?
Well, a New York grand jury has indicted Luigi Mangione on terrorism charges related to the December 4th killing of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. This is Manhattan DA Elvin Bragg.
Luigi Mangione, the defendant, is charged with 1 count of murder in the first degree and 2 counts of murder in the second degree, including 1 count of murder in the second degree as an act of terrorism.
Did you guys know that they now are saying that if he goes back to New York, extradited there for this case, they think that if he chooses a jury, he could get off? Because they say that there have been so many people that they believe sympathize with him.
Like, idolize him.
And idolize with him. So, and a lot of people, I think, are saying this, and it's causing the U.S. attorneys to be a little freaked out by it.
We don't celebrate murders, and we don't lionize the killing of anyone.
Authorities in New York speaking out against reaction on social media to the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson as they announced murder charges against his alleged killer, Luigi Mangione.
There is no heroism in what Mangione did. This was a senseless act of violence.
The Ivy League grad has become a kind of social media folk hero amid widespread frustration with health insurance companies. One survey finding 41% of people under the age of 30 consider the actions of Thompson's alleged killer acceptable. One DJ even used photos of Mangione for a backdrop during this show in Boston. A campaign seeking to pay for his legal defense has raised more than $100,000, and Mangione has reportedly received more than 150 deposits into his prison commissary account.
Isn't that crazy?
Can you explain to me the terrorism thing again?
Well, because he walked out on the streets with a gun and shot the guy, and I think that they figure he's a I don't know, public figure, And
that sounds like murder.
and
Where's the terrorism come in?
They believe it's terrorism because now
I'm with
he's
you,
caused
Kev.
people to be terrorists.
That's the part of this that I am still, and I've read the definitions of why, but I'm still having a hard time understanding
I feel
what's the
Let me tell you what I
differentiation.
think. I think they're throwing this out there to kind of
set an example.
Set an example and not into. I'm trying to use a D word, but trying to not allow people to try to become copycats. Not
Correct.
to look at this and try to follow suit and say, "Oh yeah, this is how you handle your frustrations and your problems."
It helps them prosecute this better if they do the terrorism thing because it becomes more of not a local crime and more of a
Because
federal.
because the healthcare industry is a quote unquote unit of government, and I think that's where they're getting this terrorism piece. But
this ain't terrorism, bro.
No, they're trying to set an example.
But terrorism is anything that causes you to become
Everything could be terrorism then.
Scary. Yeah. I mean, listen, a lot of people thought that you shouldn't call a school shooting a terrorist act, but that is a terrorist act. You know, a lot of people say that that's just a violent
Why
murder.
are we focusing more on this than on school shootings?
Facts.
We're spending way more
Because
time
follow the
talking about
money.
this than we are school shootings.
Because of this situation, I hate to say this, of the fact that everybody's got healthcare insurance.
The money, bro.
No, it's money.
This kid's got good looks.
The money.
I think that plays a part. And social media. I think TikTok does it. TikTok
I also feel like
TikTok's made this kid famous.
People in high positions of power are now afraid
that
people are now starting to retaliate against things that are unfair to the mass public.
The funny thing is, he doesn't even have United Healthcare. I don't understand what the story was. They were saying that the kid had back problems and all that stuff. He didn't even have United Healthcare insurance. So it was like, what did he go after this guy for?
My thing is, like, we always say justice is supposed to be blind and it's supposed to be objective. Them picking this to be a terror attack seems like a very subjective thing.
All right, in other dirty today, fans are convinced that Justin Bieber sent Selena Gomez a secret message following her engagement to Benny Blanco on Monday. He posted to Instagram a close-up selfie of his wife, Haley, kissing the side of his face. This was during their trip to Costa Rica.
That was the D word I was trying to think of 5 minutes ago. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay. I thought you said they turn, and I'm like, yes, her face is turned. Sorry, I didn't hear you right.
Too. I'm sorry.
But this is not about the photo. Fans noticed the choice of song he included with the post, a song I've never heard. It's Lizzie McAlpine's All My Ghosts. It's a very emotional song about sweet memories with an ex from your past. Some of the lyrics to this song, again, this is on a photo of him and his wife. I can see it now, the wedding of the year. I can see it now. He stands up there and wipes his tears. I can see it now when all my ghosts disappear. I can see it.
Man,
crystal
he'll never let it
clear.
go.
That's beautiful.
Very interesting choice of a song.
Do you think Selena Gomez is his true love?
His, yes.
'Cause
I
I
don't think
think-
that's hers.
I think Haley Bieber is way hotter than Selena Gomez.
That has nothing to do with it. She would
Yes,
also
it
sit
does.
outside of his hotel.
You guys just talked about looks with guys. You don't think that looks with, in this case, work?
You don't think Selena's beautiful?
Selena Cole.
I think she's
Selena's
beautiful, but she's no Haley Bieber.
Selena Cole, bro.
They're both beautiful.
I'm gonna be honest. When she have her lupus flare-ups, she look even better. I'm dead ass serious,
I
dog.
agree
For
with
real.
you. She's always gorgeous, but like there's something about like
Yeah.
her full face that I'm
Yeah.
like, that is.
I'm
even
mad at
hotter.
Haley Bieber right now. I just found out yesterday that you cannot get her Road Beauty at Sephora, and I went in there to get a gift for Lucy, and the lady's like, we don't sell it. You can only get it online. And just a heads up, you can't get it for Christmas.
What a bitch.
Yeah, what a bitch. Despite his initial disappointment about the Super Bowl halftime show, Lil Wayne says he has no hard feelings towards Kendrick Lamar. He was on the Skip Bayless show on Monday, and he was asked about being snubbed for Kendrick. And many fans, too, were upset as the game is being held in Wayne's hometown of New Orleans. But this is what he said.
Also, I've spoken to him and I wished him all the best and told him he better kill it. Yeah.
All right.
So you better kill it.
You better kill it. And the FTC just announced some new rules requiring companies to get rid of all the junk fees. Amen. Provide upfront, there we go, pricing for services like vacation rentals, hotels, and concert tickets. The new rule is intended to eliminate these junk fees, these added costs that are tacked on when you go to check out for your purchase and you're like, wait a second, these tickets were not this much money. The new rule will require businesses clearly disclose the true total price, inclusive of all of those mandatory fees, whenever they advertise any price to a live event or any sort of lodging. So, for instance, a person purchasing a ticket for this weekend's NFL game between the Bengals and the Browns is shown a ticket price of $110. Well, then the ticket contains a $21.40 service fee, a $3 order processing fee, bringing the total before taxes to $131.40. The new rule would say that $134.40, that price has to be displayed before you get to the checkout screen. So you know what the all-in total is going to be charged to your credit card. Those new rules are set to go into effect next year.
That sounds normal. By the way, next Dirty.
Wait, it should be.
In like 45 minutes, because if we're running so late on this Dirty, will Aiden Hutchinson be back in time if the Lions make it to the Super Bowl? He speaks. You'll hear it during the Dirty.
For all of today's Dirty, you can catch them on the podcast on the free iHeartRadio app or mojointhemorning.com.
Celebrity Dirt. Directly from the source. It's Mojo in the Morning's Dirty on the 30.
Your call may be monitored or recorded.
Kirsten, you're getting tickets to go see Nelly and Ja Rule. You're the 95th caller, Kirsten.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much.
You're so welcome. It's going to be a little bit, though. It's going to be happening in summertime. It's at Pine Knob. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh, thank you. They're for my mom. I'm getting them for my mom. So
I love
she's
it.
going to be over the moon.
I love that Mom is who you're trying to win tickets to see Nelly and Ja Rule, who she